Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you and hope you're having a good day, good start to your day, and you had a good weekend and all's well. Do you eat fish? Do you like to eat fish? Have you always eaten fish? Well, I'll have a thing or two to say about that in a moment. Not that I'm opposed to people eating fish. What I'm opposed to is what we're doing to the fish, and then what it does to us. Stephen Wicks will be my guest in his first portion of the show. He'll probably be calling in from South Africa, and I like speaking with Stephen. I always enjoy my conversations with him. You will as well. You'll see. And we're going to talk about a very interesting concept that is found in a supplement. And it has an interesting and long history. And the compound makes a contribution to health that I think you'll be interested in learning about. And I want to ask, as I report on this story about fish, I want to see what Stephen's take is there in that part of the world, in the African continent, and see if they have, if he's aware of the issues that I'll raise, at least as it pertains to the African continent. I'm sure that the issues do pertain, but we'll see what he says. And then Dr. Susan Smith-Jones will be my guest in the second portion of the show, and she wants to talk about superfoods, not Superman, not Superwoman. What are all those different Marvel comic book characters? Superman, Superwoman.
Those are DC, but Batman.
Oh, it's DC comic books?
Yeah, Marvel's like Captain America, Spider-Man, Hulk.
Oh, so you have DC Comics and you have Marvel.
Marvel Comics,
They're
yes.
different.
Yep.
DC Comics, Marvel Comics.
Yes, sir.
Joke's on me.
Well, a lot of people get them mistaken.
I guess I'm among them.
Yes, mostly 5-year-olds, actually.
I'll hang out with 5 years old any day of the week.
They're more honest.
Learn a lot more. You learn a lot more.
Actually, hanging out with you is not unlike hanging out with a 5-year-old.
Thanks a lot. I take that as a high compliment.
I meant in the honesty department.
That's gotten me into so much trouble. Too authentic for my own good.
Well, it's greatly appreciated from me.
Well, I'm glad you're one of the few.
Never be afraid of the truth.
Well, it is scary. Nevertheless, two great guests today, and you'll see, and it'll be worth your time. I'm very mindful of your time, and that's why I say if you can take the time to listen, I'll take the time to take your call. I don't care. You can call anytime you want. 877-897-8255. Now, this business of fish. Turns out that persistent bioaccumulative and toxic pollutants, that's a mouthful. They're called PBTs, persistent bioaccumulative and toxic pollutants, and there are a few of them, such things as polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs, polybrominated diphenyl ethers, PBDEs, organochlorine pesticides, such as DDTs and CHLs, And then there's that ever-present mercury. These are widely used throughout the globe now. Not as much as in the 20th century, but in the past century, a lot. A lot. And they have accumulated. It's not as if industry uses them, they get dumped into the oceans and other bodies of water, and then they go away. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Where are they going to go? Evaporate? They don't evaporate. They go into the plants and the animals, whether those live in the oceans, the waters of different sorts, or the land. And then we eat those plants and animals. And then people often wonder, why did I get sick? Why did I get sick? Well, I'm not saying this is always the cause, but I am saying that it's something to think about. There was a story, what got me onto this today was there's a story trending this morning about these toxic pollutants that really are doing, what they're doing is that they're inhibiting our human defense system. Oh, geez. Just what we needed. This new study shows that environmental pollutants that are found in fish are known now to obstruct the human body's natural defense system to do what? To get rid of those toxins from your body. In other words, they keep bioaccumulating in your tissues. The Scripps Institution of Oceanography at UC San Diego led this research team. And one of the things I try to do on this show is make people aware of what's going on and to inform about and educate about these issues that you might not hear about in the news every day, and to make you aware of the dangers and the pitfalls that exist regarding nutrition, regarding food and other related matters. So as it turns out, there is a protein. I'll try not to get too complicated. There's a protein in cells. It's found in nearly all plants and animals. Nature is a wonderful thing. And it's called PGP. Okay? PGP. And this PGP PGP protein is known, and we've known about it for a long time, decades, for its ability to do what? Transport therapeutic drugs out of cancer cells, and then in some cases render these cells resistant to multiple drugs at once. Turns out that these PGPs also serve a purpose in they're called drug transporters, which are plasma membrane proteins, as I was suggesting, that limit the entry of foreign chemicals into the body and then speed their clearance out of the body. And this has been studied relative to pharmaceuticals. Well, pharmaceuticals aren't the only drugs or only chemicals that move in and out of cells and the plasma membrane. And what's happening is that these pollutants are rendering this defense system incapable of doing what it needs to do, which is limit the entry of foreign chemicals into the tissues. And that this inhibition will reduce the efficacy of transport, thereby, they said, sensitizing animals, that would be us included, to toxic chemicals that would otherwise be gotten rid of, removed from the body. So what's happening is your immune system, this one aspect of your immune system is being shut down. and then you eat the fish, and they were talking about yellowfin tuna in particular, for example, that are loaded with these chemicals, highly toxic and dangerous chemicals. You eat it, and your body has no way to defend against it because the chemicals themselves are rendering this aspect of your immune system somewhat incompetent. My goodness. You know? And we tell people to eat fish, eat fish, eat fish. Maybe you do that at your peril. I don't know. I'll be back with Stephen Wicks.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. It airs coast to coast, including Hawaii, and we have guests from all over the world that come on to this show. Today's no exception. My guest is Stephen Wicks in this first portion of the show. He lives near Durban in South Africa, and I've known Stephen now for quite a while. Got a chance to meet Stephen not long ago face-to-face and had him on the show face-to-face when I was at a trade show, and we were broadcasting from the trade show. Very nice guy, nice man, informative, engaged, and engaging, and knows what he's talking about. Stephen, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to have you on today. And what time of the day is it in Durban?
Well, thank you very much, and thank you once again for the opportunity to be on the show. Currently, it's just after 3:22
in the afternoon.
PM, yes, in South Africa on the East Coast.
All right, so
you
you
have a time difference, so it's exactly the same across the whole country.
If you're watching the show at letstalknutrition.com, you'll see that what I was just alluding to when I interviewed Stephen face to face at a trade show. We're showing we were sitting, and he's sitting with me. He's to my left in the photograph, and he's the guy in the blue shirt. I'm the guy in the black shirt. Stephen, it's nice to see you on the radio again and speak with you. I was reporting. I know we want to talk about Moducare, but I have to get your reaction to what I was reporting on what I was reporting about persistent organic pollutants, which are these hazardous human-made chemicals that endure in the environment and then bioaccumulate in plants and animals, including humans. In South Africa, is there much talk about or concern regarding the waters that surround South Africa, the oceans, and these persistent organic pollutants? Is there talk about that?
It is a pretty topical subject, and I know the Department of Fisheries do monitor the chemical levels in fish, particularly the PCBs, as you mentioned. I did listen into your insert, and they do monitor it. It is a topic that is topical and current, if you could say that.
Do you eat fish?
I do eat fish, but not large amounts. I do supplement with fish maybe 3 times a month, but I don't eat fish, like regularly, like 2 to 3 times a week, for instance.
Yeah. We encourage people to eat fish because, many argue that it is a better alternative meat source than other meat sources, and that, given the gifts of nature that are found in fish, all these wonderful chemicals, the omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids, for one, are so remarkably wonderful for the human body. And but it's I have great reluctance, and I've been pushed and pressed on this. People, when they interview me, say, you don't talk much about encouraging people to eat fish, but yet you talk about these omega-3s. I say, I know that's true. I said, I'm reluctant to encourage them to eat fish because the waters are so contaminated, and I know the literature, and I know to what extent, and I know what these chemicals are, and I know how dangerous they are. I have great reluctance in encouraging it. So I'm really put in a difficult spot here, but nevertheless, what I was reporting on today, it's sort of related to Moducare in that these chemicals render the immune system incapable of getting rid of these toxic chemicals or preventing them from getting into the cells. They get into the tissues, and then they can't get rid of them, so they bioaccumulate in the tissues. The immune system is rendered it's rendered incompetent and incapable of doing it relative to these what are called P-glycoproteins, PGPs. So the immune system gets hammered here. Moducare has something to do with the immune system, doesn't it?
Moducare is a plant-based, so nothing from fish. Moducare is a plant-based immune support supplement, and in that it does two functions. It enhances immunity, and it also reduces an overactive immune system.
Reduces an over. Explain what you mean by that statement. Reduces an overactive immune system. Why would that be a bad thing?
An overactive immune system generally is typified by all your autoimmune conditions, where the body perceives as there being an issue in whatever tissue or organ is related, and the body starts mounting an attack, but not mounting an attack against a foreign invader, virus, or bacteria, but it starts attacking our own constituents. And rheumatoid arthritis, type 1 diabetes, multiple sclerosis are probably the most common of these autoimmune conditions, where the body turns on itself and starts attacking itself. Moducare has the ability to switch off that attack and normalize and bring back the immune function to a homeostasis or a more balanced level.
And Moducare, as you were suggesting, you said a mouthful there, and there's a lot there packed into that statement. I want to break that down. In a word, Moducare, for the folks for those of you watching or listening to the show, it's a patented blend of what are called plant sterols and sterolins, and they're put into the product in a clinically proven ratio of 100 to 1. Going to have ask Stephen to explain that. This is a wonderful product. Notice what he said. The name Moducare, modulate, Moducare, it's trying to keep what the body tries to do generally, keep itself in homeostasis. So Moducare is trying to keep your immune system balanced. As we age, the immune system tends to over-amplify and overperform, gets us into trouble.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Let's Talk Nutrition airs coast to coast Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. It does air at different times in different markets. It's even heard in South Africa because people have computers. And that's how we get there. We have a lot of people in different countries, Eastern Bloc countries, Russia, and other countries throughout Europe, for example, South America, South Africa, wherever, that listen to the show. You'd be amazed how people find it. Well, I'm on Facebook and whatnot, so, you know, you have a global connection. We love it. And I have my guest today from South Africa, Stephen Wicks. Stephen, I always enjoy speaking with you. So, as I was mentioning, as people age, the immune system is one of the systems that seems to go haywire. It either begins to underperform or overperform. When it overperforms, as you were alluding to, it leads to these autoimmune disorders, different forms of arthritis and whatnot, and inflammation gets out of control, does all sorts of damage to the body. Can also underperform and not do its job. So does Moducare help with both of those sort of extreme points?
Absolutely. Like I said initially, and alluded to that Moducare, the mode of action and what the sterols and sterolins in Moducare do to specific cells on the immune system is that they inhibit or stop the onslaught of antibodies against our own constituents. And then the other major role that the sterols and sterolins play is that they enhance an underactive immune system. So your frequent colds, influenza, herpes outbreaks, if you're susceptible to infections, either bacterial or viral, allergies, chronic fatigue, candida, all signs that your immune system is dysfunctional. And Moducare, or the sterols and sterolins in Moducare, would be a perfect supplement to enhance the immune function and to make sure that the immune system is functioning and is primed optimal at all times.
Sterols and sterolins. A lot of people think that fats are only found in animals. It turns out that plants have fats, and that's where the sterols and sterolins come in, correct?
That's correct. The sterols and sterolins are plant fats, natural occurring plant fats, good fats that exist in every single plant that grows contains sterols and sterolins. And, you know, just going back to your topic on the fish, we've always been promoting people to take in the omega-3s from fish. There are alternative sources of taking omega-3 DHA from a plant-based and even from algae. So we don't always have to get these oils or from fish.
Exactly. So these sterols and sterolins fall under the category of what's called phyto, which means plant, sterols, plant fats, if you want to call them that. And these have been part of the conversation and the discourse regarding nutrition for a very, very long time. And we know quite a bit about these phytosterols. It turns out they provide a wonderful source of health for people, these chemicals. And sterols and sterolins are two of these phytosterols. Now, more specifically, in the product, could you please name the sterols and sterolins that are in there, like beta-cytosterol? I know you say what, beta-sitosterol? Everybody says it differently.
Well, it's said a number of different ways: beta-cytosterol, beta-cytosterol, beta-cytosterol. It's one of many plant fats that exist in nature. And other examples of plant fats are camphosterol, stigmasterol, basiacasperol. These are all different plant fats, but it is only the beta-cytosterol molecule and its sugar molecule, its glucoside, the sterol and the sterolin. In the scientific name is beta-cytosterol and beta-cytosterol glucoside, BSS and BSSG. And it is this particular one plant fat that at the ratio that is most commonly found in nature and in Moducare has prolific effect on cells of the immune system.
Mm-hmm. Turns out that, you correct me if I'm wrong about this, but my memory serves me, the beta-cytosterol, isn't that the most abundant phytosterol?
It is one of the most abundant sterols that exist in plants, and chemically it's been known as early as 1922. It's a plant fat, so it's like a waxy, fatty substance, and it's traditionally and in the past been used to make polishes, boot polish, etc.
And in terms of, if some people are wondering, these phytosterols are found in food, of course, plant foods, based foods, legumes, oil seeds, unrefined plant oils, such as you would find, such as in peanut butter, pistachios, sunflower seeds, and so on. There are some clinical trials to suggest that beta-cytosterol inhibits the growth of specific types of tumor cells in vitro. And they said in this one study, decreased the size and extent of tumor metastases in vivo, close quote. That's a pretty powerful statement, isn't it?
It is a powerful statement, but like as you say, it's been clinically proven. And what was shown, if I'm correct in the study that you're referring to, is that the activity of certain cells that are responsible for killing, just like the PGP protein, is responsible for eradicating renegade cells or cancerous cells. And that cell is called the natural killer cell. Mm-hmm. Now, in the presence of sterols and sterolins, there are certain proteins that stimulate the activity of the natural killer cell to attack and destroy cancerous cells and ultimately reduce the size of tumors.
And so what Stephen just described is a function of the immune system, you see. And the study I'm referring to was a study published in Phytomedicine, and it's Elsevier is the editorial entity in which it was found, and the journal was Phytomedicine, Volume 14, 2007. The headline on the title of the study was "Beta-cytosterol activates FAS signaling in human breast cancer cells." So there's all kinds of research, and there are scores, if not hundreds, of studies surrounding these phytosterols and their contribution to health. We'll come back. We'll talk some more.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA-certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Exclusively from Natural Factors. I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production, from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natrol, Own Your Health, Alga Life, Algae for Life, NeoCell, the true science of collagen, CV Sciences, from seed to shelf, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace, now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Stephen Wicks, and Stephen is talking about Moducare. Moducare is a supplement that is constituted of sterols and sterolins, and generally, then he was specifically beta-cytosterol and some others. And these sterols and sterolins are derived from plants, and they are plant fats. And, Stephen knows a lot more about these particular compounds than I do. So if I say something that misrepresents the facts, Stephen, don't hesitate to correct me. As I understand it, sterolin as a compound is subject to be easily destroyed, and it always is accompanied and should be accompanied by sterol, and that the sterolin won't have the same the sterol does not have the same immune enhancing benefits. In other words, they got to go together, the sterol and sterolin. Am I right about that?
That's correct. In the refining process, the food preparation, cooking, heating, things like that, you fractionalize or lose the sugar molecule. We've all heard of the old analogy of that you boil a pot of carrots and then you throw away the carrots and you drink the water. So it's pretty much like that. In that process, the sugar molecule is lost from the sterolin, which it always coexists with in nature.
Yeah, in nature, plants.
Studies,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
And the one study that showed that the two compounds together were critical was a paper published by Professor Patrick Burek from University of Stellenbosch. And it's published in the International Journal of Immunopharmacology, which showed that the different substances on their own and at various different concentrations had different effects on cells of the immune system. And it was only at the ratio of 100 sterols to 1 sterolin that we had this prolific effect on the cells of the immune system.
Yes, and an interesting, the original research on sterols and sterolins, it focused on this, the African potato of all things. It's African hypoxis plant. You've talked about that African potato plant on my show before. That's how the narrative unfolds. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yes. The original research into Moducare and particularly how it affected the immune system started with on the African potato plant, the Hypoxis ruperi. There are different species, but particularly the Hypoxis ruperi plant. And this plant was traditionally used by the indigenous healers of our country for hundreds of years. But they knew how to use the plant and when to use it. Like other immune boosters, like echinacea, shouldn't be used for an extended period of time. They didn't use the Hypoxis ruperi for any extended period of time. It was only subsequent research that showed once the molecules that were identified as being beta-cytosterol and its glucoside that had the prolific effect on the immune system, then the research broadened to find out what plants had the greatest or richest source of these sterols and sterolins compared to others, bearing in mind that every single plant contains beta-cytosterol and beta-cytoglucoside at some concentration level.
Mm-hmm. So if someone is suffering from an autoimmune disease, and I'm not asking you to make a medical claim, I'm giving you a hypothetical here. Let's say somebody has osteoarthritis. Here you have the immune system.
Sorry, can I correct you? You invited me to correct you. Osteoarthritis is not an autoimmune condition.
You don't think so?
No. Osteoarthritis is generally from wear and tear and overuse of the joints and the degeneration of the cartilage in the synovial membrane.
Uh-huh. What about rheumatoid arthritis?
Rheumatoid arthritis definitely is an autoimmune process where the body attacks the antibodies. Excess production of the antibodies by the immune system start attacking the joints, the synovial membrane.
Now, in fairness to other researchers, there are researchers who would throw osteoarthritis into that autoimmune category. We can debate that another day. Nevertheless, if somebody has inflammation associated with some particular autoimmune disorder, and Lord knows there's scores of them, would the Moducare help to modulate the immune system in those conditions?
Absolutely, because if you look at most of the autoimmune processes that happen within the body are accompanied by inflammation. And what Moducare has shown to do, or the sterols and sterolins have shown to do, is to inhibit a factor which causes inflammation. So we see, for instance, in our rheumatoid arthritis study, that the inflammation of the joints was significantly decreased compared to the active group. So yes, it does help with the reduction of inflammation. And inflammation, as you mentioned earlier on, is one of the things that rears its head as we get older and as the immune system starts dysfunctioning. We see a lot of inflammatory conditions prevailing in the elderly or senior people.
Mm-hmm. Is there Moducare.com? I went to Moducare.com. Is that a website that would work for the listeners and the viewers of Let's Talk Nutrition?
Absolutely. Moducare.com is hosted by our Canadian distributors, Purity Life, but it covers the broadest range of information that your listeners will be able to go to the site and find out more information on it. There's also a portion on the site where they can ask questions and receive answers by email.
Sure. And when you go there, you'll see you'll see some of the clinical trials that have been done with this particular compound. Of course, this is an evidence-based show, and at every bend and turn, I try to reference the studies that will support the clinical trials that will support whatever therapy we're talking about on the show, whether it's some sort of nutritional therapy with food or supplement therapy, whatever the therapy may be. We're always interested in show me the data, at least around here, show me the data. Stephen, thanks so much for being on today. Always appreciate your contribution and your insight into health and wellness generally, but Moducare in particular. It's a wonderful dietary supplement product with great merit, lots of clinical research to support it, sold in fine health stores throughout the United States and in other countries. We'll be back with Dr. Susan Smith-Jones, and we'll head on to superfoods.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and did all the things you needed to do and get done. You needed some days off to get some work done, right? Isn't that how it goes? Yeah. And we're here starting off the week with you. And we're here Monday through Friday, a couple hours a day, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern, live. And then, of course, since the show is syndicated across the United States and including Hawaii, coast to coast, it does play at different times and in different markets. Please check your local listings. Visit the LTN Facebook page, like the page, and we'll like you back. You can also visit my personal Facebook page, Dr. Michael Garko, on Facebook, and like me there, and I'll like you back too. We like that, and LTN Radio is the Twitter feed. Dr. Susan Smith-Jones is my guest in this portion of the show. We'll get to Dr. Jones in a minute. She wants to talk about superfoods. That's a term that's used quite readily these days. Superman, Superwoman, Superfly. Some of these Marvel and then DC comic characters. Superman and who are they now? Which ones belong to which?
Well, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, DC Comics. Spider-Man, Captain America, Thor. That's Marvel.
Marvel. Hardly recognize you. You shaved. I said trim your beard.
It was going to come.
I said trim your beard. I suggested to trim it.
Yeah.
And you shaved it off completely.
Well, not completely. I left the 5 o'clock shadow. That's but by design.
That looks like more like a midnight shadow to me.
It is actually. It's a midnight.
I saw you on Facebook, Josh, and I almost went past you. I hardly recognized you, and I said, "Oh my God, he shaved his beard altogether." Altogether. What you take a fit?
No. It's just every once in a while it's time to, shave it off and regrow it, keep it fresh.
Okay.
It's good to have a change every once in a while.
It is good to have a change. Stephen has his hair. He used to grow his hair long. I've never seen him with a beard.
I'm actually growing one.
Uh-oh.
We're trading places.
Trading places.
I'm attempting to. I'm not a very facial hairy guy, so we'll see how it goes. It's for the playoffs, the playoff beard.
Okay.
So lightning. Hmm?
I tried that excuse, actually. It didn't work.
Yeah.
I said, well, I shaved it so I could grow it, and they were like, you're late.
Yeah, well, you started to look like you could audition for a passion play, playing one of the Magi, You started.
Pirate?
No, they had no pirates in the Magi, in the passion play.
So
I'm just
pull
saying.
off the pirate look?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
That's a different theme.
Bummer.
Fish. I was talking about fish in the first hour and people eating fish. And if you notice, I'll suggest it. I don't get on the boat about it, so to speak. I don't. And I don't because I'm sort of put in a tough spot. I would love to recommend, say, you should eat fish 3 and 4 times a week, have at it, go for it. But I don't. And I don't because, and some of my colleagues disagree with me about this, but I just can't bring myself to do it. knowing what I know about the toxic pollutants that are found in fish across the world's oceans and in the lakes and rivers in our own country, for example. There was a study out of the University of California back in January of this year, by the way, where they did a global analysis of seafood that a new global analysis of seafood found that fish populations throughout the world's oceans, they said, are contaminated with industrial and agricultural pollutants, which I mentioned earlier. They're collectively known as persistent organic pollutants, POPs. It was, and this is not science fiction. It is a startling reality. Although these POPs were found in fish in all the world's oceans, the researchers in the study commented that concentrations in the consumable meat of marine fish are highly variable, where one region or group of fish, they said, may find concentrations of these POPs that vary by 1,000-fold. The analysis that these researchers performed indicated that the average concentrations of each class of these persistent organic pollutants were significantly higher in the 1980s than is found today. I guess that's some good news, with a drop in concentration of 15 to 30% per decade. So there is a bit of glimmer of light in all of this darkness. What does that mean, though, said Dr. Benito, lead author of the study? This means that the typical fish that you consume today can have approximately 50% of the concentration of most POPs when compared to the same fish eaten by your parents at your age, close quote. That's not very comforting for me. I'm sorry. And what I reported on earlier is a new study that indicates that these pollutants, these global marine pollutants, inhibit what are called P-glycoprotein, PGP. PGP serves an important function. It helps inhibit the entry of toxic chemicals into your cells. And what these pollutants are doing, some of these chemicals, are rendering that function. They turn it off. They turn that function off, and then the body can't get rid of it either. So these chemicals tend to bioaccumulate in the cells and tissues and organs of the body. This is a brand new study. And these persistent organic pollutants are human-made. We made them. And they endure. These things just don't get into the land, the water, the sea, the air, whatever, and just disappear. No. They endure. And then they will bioaccumulate in plants and animals, including us. It just wears you out, because what are you going to eat? I would like to eat more fish, and the fish that I do, because I know, and I do this it's not because I'm so enamored and in love with eating sardines and tuna and anchovies, but they're smaller fish, and so, hence the chemicals they're not as muscular and fatty as the bigger fish, the yellowfin tuna and these other types of fish, and marine-oriented fish, as well as fish in our lakes and streams. They just don't have as many toxic pollutants in them, chemicals, the smaller fish. It's a mess. We created this. We're turning the oceans into sewers. When do we learn? What does it take? What does it take? I don't know. The planet will survive. Sooner or later. It may. I don't know how long it'll take us for us to completely wipe ourselves out. We're always worried about nuclear war. You know what? It may not be the nuclear wars that wipe humanity out. It may be our disregard for the planet and the environment, and just kill it. We'll die and the planet will survive. Believe me. And then we have a caller about farm fish. Don't get me on that rant. We'll talk to Mildred and we'll talk to Dr. Susan Smith-Jones. She wants to move from the water to the land. She wants to talk about superfoods. Well, maybe not so much. She still wants to stay with the water too, I think. You'll see what I mean. Dr. Susan Smith-Jones makes for a great guest, you'll see. Lots of enthusiasm.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to this portion of Let's Talk Nutrition. Dr. Susan Smith-Jones is my guest. I want to bring her on, then we'll get to Mildred in Palm Harbor. Dr. Jones, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on. Long time no see.
Hello. Yes, great to be with you. And we need to talk about happy foods, not depressing foods.
You're a vegan, right?
I eat plant-based diet, yes.
When's the last time you ate fish? You were what, 7?
I don't remember. But for all the reasons you mentioned, I would stay away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly.
Yeah, sadly. It is sad. We're going to talk about these superfoods that I know that you have a lot of enthusiasm for. But let's just take this call from Palm Harbor, Florida. Mildred, welcome to the show. You had a question or a comment about fish farms?
I have a question. Being that the ocean fish seems, according to you, is bad, what about people that raise them on the farm?
Okay. There are pros and cons with fish farms. They provide it's a good source of living for people. They can be made on coastal areas and inland lakes and rivers. That's true. They keep a growing supply of seafood for people. That's true too. However, fish farms contributes to the issue of water contamination. The waste products, such as the eaten foods, the feces, as well as dead fish, are flushed into the water supply, in case you didn't know. There's a risk of eating supplied fish from fish farms because they escape, by the way, from the fish farms and get into the natural waters. And by the way, they use pesticides to avoid pest infestations in the farms. They also they treat the farm water and the fish with drugs to prevent sickness and disease because they're in such close quarters. And it has an impact on the environment. Some have reported that large portions of the aquatic ecosystem have been destroyed to sustain these fish farms. Now, if you had a fish farmer on here, I'm sure they make a compelling argument to why this is all good. I don't eat farm fish. I'll pass.
Okay.
That's just me. And by the way, it's not just my opinion that the oceans are contaminated and have become so toxic, and this is pretty well recognized. There's a robust body of science from researchers around the world that demonstrate and show that. The studies are pretty compelling. So it really puts us in a hard spot, Mildred. I mean, what you?
Eat fish. Well, I remember you saying that sardines and
anchovies.
Another kind was good.
Yeah, sardines and anchovies are smaller fish. Yeah. They're not as muscular, they're not as fat as the bigger fish like the yellowfin tuna and others, which hold on to the heavy metals. These smaller fish don't do that, so they're a little cleaner in that respect. That's what I eat. But
yeah, since you said that, that's what I eat too.
Well, good. It's a good idea. Thanks for calling. I could probably hold Dr. Jones at gunpoint. She wouldn't even open a can of tuna, let alone eat it, or sardines, right, Dr. Jones?
You sound like Trump.
Oh my God, I've been compared to a lot of things. That's a first. You're funny. Oh, my God. How are you doing, Dr. Jones?
I am doing great. And actually, I just had my chia pudding.
You had what?
Chia pudding. It is
chia pudding.
Simple to make.
Chia pudding.
Chia pudding.
How did you make that?
I'll tell you quickly. You take a cup and a half of milk, and I use my homemade almond milk or rice milk or soy. And you put that in a bowl with 4 tablespoons of chia seeds.
Okay.
And 2 2 tablespoons of a sweetener, like agave or honey, but I use maple syrup.
Okay.
So and I put it in a glass bowl. So let's make sure you know 4, because I know people are writing this down. 4 tablespoons of whole chia seeds, a cup and a half of your favorite milk, and I would use a plant-based. I'd use something like almond. 2 tablespoons of a sweetener, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And all you do is stir it in a glass jar, let it sit in a refrigerator for at least 4 hours. But you know what? Overnight's best. That's what I did last
So
night.
it sort of has a consistency to it when you then...
It's like, you know what it's like? Do you remember when I was a kid, I used to eat tapioca pudding?
Oh, yeah, I like tapioca pudding. I used to
so it's
love
just-
that.
The seeds are a little bit darker. And then when it's ready to eat, I topped it with fresh blueberries this morning with a few nuts, or you can top it with granola. And if you want it firmer, you add a few more chia seeds and less milk. And even a 5-year-old can make it. It's so simple. And do you know about the nutritional value of chia seeds?
Oh, I do. We've talked about chia seeds on the show quite a bit over the years, but go ahead. Lay it out.
Let me just say quickly, if 3 tablespoons, that has 11 grams of fiber, 180 milligrams of calcium, 4 grams of protein, 9 grams of a healthy fat. We need healthy fat.
Sure.
And about 140 calories. It's a great snack. And that pudding, I would say, can serve 2 or 3, especially if you put fruit and some nuts on the
So,
top.
and did you put
And
some...
I put ground flaxseed on the top.
Oh, okay, because I was going to... what about Cool Whip?
I think I would pass on that.
No Cool Whip? No.
Cool Whip.
No Cool Whip. Okay. I'm just saying. It sounds better than what they serve in reform school. You know, porridge. Gruel. It sounds better than gruel. Oh, we'll be back.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dr. Susan Smith-Jones is my guest. We're going to talk about superfoods. Okay. I guess, Dr. Jones, welcome back. I have to ask you, what does you see, you caught on being on my show now several times.
I'm sitting down.
Yeah, you should. You see, we work without a net around here, Dr. Jones. There's no net. We're on the wire. You're on the wire, and that's it. So
but nobody's listening. Just you and I.
No, only the thousands of people. Just pay no attention to them right now.
Right. All right.
What does superfood mean?
Oh, all right. That's not bad. I thought you were going to talk about Trump. No,
I'm not going to talk about Trump. I don't want to talk about him. What does superfood mean?
So I'll tell you what my definition is. All foods are not equal. Some foods are full of calories and void of nutrition, and others are low in calories and so packed with nutrition that they earn the title of superfood. For example, one of my favorites on top of my chia pudding this morning were my favorite blueberries. And they're often considered a superfood because they have significant amounts of antioxidants, anthocyanins, vitamin C, manganese, fiber, and relatively few calories.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's any magic bullet. If I had to pick the best superfood in the world, it would be Hawaiian spirulina, simply because it has more nutrition per gram than any other food on planet Earth. But there are all kinds of superfoods you should eat on a regular basis.
Okay.
For example, flax seeds, tomatoes, squash, carrots, oats, avocado, nuts, apples, berries, legumes, garlic. All of these are great superfoods. An apple a day will keep the cardiologist away.
Yeah. And keep you going to that particular room, bathroom. Superfoods.
And it keeps you in the flow. Thank you very much. And speaking of BMs, you always want to have a good one daily. And then if you're lucky, 1 or 2 more bonus rounds, because you never want to be constipated.
You make it sound like a game show. Got a bonus round here. Josh.
Well, it's a good thing to stay in the flow.
You crack me up.
Flax seeds, chia seeds, water, exercise, all of that will help you. And
But wait a minute. Stop a minute. Wait a second. Wait a minute. You can't say things like that on my show, and I'm going to let it slide.
Oh, that's okay.
Bonus round?
Bonus round.
Have you ever heard it said like that, Stephen? I have never heard it put that way.
No, I've not. I think that's the first time it's coined here.
Hearing about the fish to start off the show, I have to bring a little levity into the program.
Well,
today.
that's good. I appreciate you. Make me laugh. I needed that. So superfoods are, I'm getting from what you said, nutrient-dense food, nutritionally diverse
That's easy
foods.
For you to say.
Nutritionally diverse foods.
Yes.
The phytonutrient nutrient rich. How about absence of toxins? Wouldn't that be superfoods too?
Yes. And you want to stay away from empty calorie foods with lots of calories, virtually no nutritional value, that also rob your body of nutrients, like foods made with white sugar and white flour, heavily fried foods. You want to stay away from most white and beige diet, with the exception of course, garlic and cauliflower and onions. And you want a rainbow of color on your plate.
Sure.
If your plate looks like a fiesta, you're probably doing a good job.
And a superfood would be foods with high ORAC value, oxygen radical absorbance capacity value.
Thank you very much.
Right?
Yes.
So that would be
rich in antioxidants.
Rich in antioxidants. So you alluded to astaxanthin and Hawaiian. I know Hawaiian spirulina is on your list as a superfood. What is it about the astaxanthin, and in particular the Hawaiian astaxanthin, that's so remarkable?
Oh my gosh! I wish we had an hour just to talk about this.
No, there's no
first
bonus
of all,
round here. There's no bonus round, so you got to.
Yeah, thank you. It is nature's most powerful antioxidant, more powerful than, and we've gone through this on past shows, than CoQ10, vitamin E, green tea, berries. It is phenomenal in that regard. But it also is one of the few antioxidants that has the ability to cross the blood-brain and blood-retinal barriers, which means it brings superior support and protection to the brain, the eyes, the central nervous system. For 10 years, I've taken 12 milligrams a day, and one of the reasons I take it, just between us here, is I've read, and there have been hundreds of studies done on this, by the way, but the studies that intrigue me the most are how it makes you younger very quickly. Heidi Klum and Gwyneth Paltrow said in an interview in the #1 newspaper in England not long ago when I was there that their beauty secret was astaxanthin. And one study from Maine up in the Northeast showed that 6 weeks on astaxanthin will, and this study was done on middle-aged women. Every female in the study had skin that was physiologically and physically looking 5 years younger after 6 weeks on astaxanthin. So I encourage everyone to take 12 milligrams a day, but time to benefit, like a vitamin D, is 2 to 6 weeks. So don't think in a day, oh my gosh, I'll see better skin. It's got to saturate your body. Whereas spirulina, time to benefit, is the same day. You will have more energy the same day you take either the powder or the tablets. And I always say that the Hawaiian spirulina is like a caffeine-free way to boost your energy levels without the later energy crash. I've taken that for 30 years, and one serving, and it's just 3,000 milligrams, so it could be 3 tablets or a teaspoon of powder, has the same levels of antioxidants, enzymes, vitamins, and minerals as 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. And as I mentioned, more nutrition than any other food on planet Earth to date. And you know what it
That's not, well, you know, we're heading into some message, but all that you just said sounds pretty super to me. Hence, they are super.
Super, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about Nutrix Hawaii, by the way. That's the company, and guess where they're located? Not Detroit. They're in Hawaii. So, and the farms that they have there are pretty remarkable, and they have the raw materials they have to make the astaxanthin and the Hawaiian spirulina is just fabulous. A great company. They've been full disclosure, they've been a sponsor of the show for quite a while. And they're Hawaiian astaxanthin and Hawaiian spirulina, a best of the best. We'll be back. We'll have the LTN health question of the day, and we'll have a bonus round.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly,
DGL is a better choice.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natrol, Own Your Health, Alga Life, Algae for Life, NeoCell, the true science of collagen, CV Sciences, from seed to shelf, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace, now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. Earlier in the show, I was reporting on, but really lamenting these global marine pollutants. And boy, oh boy, you know, It's distressing. My guest, Dr. Jones, alluded to how sort of depressing it is. And I was referring to a particular category of pollutants, which are hazardous, and they're human-made chemicals that really endure in the environment, and they bioaccumulate in plants and animals. Excuse me. And the question deals with the name of them. I'm going to give you, their name is 3 words long. I'm going to give you the first name and the first word and the last word of the name. You have to figure out what the middle word is of the name for these chemicals. They're called persistent blank pollutants. Persistent blank pollutants. What is that middle word? That's a tough question. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. I'll give you a hint for the middle word. It starts with the letter O. Persistent blank pollutants. What's that middle word? It starts with the letter O. 877-897-8255. Dr. Jones, welcome back. So the astaxanthin is a wonderful superfood. So is the spirulina. You've been consuming these products for a long time, these compounds, and the Nutrex Hawaii is the company. We're showing, if you're watching the show, we're showing an image of Dr. Jones. Looks like she's in the Garden of Eden. Some beautiful plants all around her and whatnot. Dr. Jones, I know you have a lot of enthusiasm, and you really try to encourage people to get these compounds into their body, these wonderful chemicals, and especially in the form of the supplements from Nutrex Hawaii. I know you're a great believer in them, aren't you?
I seriously would not be without them. As mentioned, I've taken the spirulina for 30 years, actually when it first came out, and I've taken the astaxanthin for 10 years, and I know those are 2 of the main reasons I'm as healthy as I am.
Yeah, I'm not going to, I will never ask you your age. I will never do that. But
okay.
How old are you?
I'll tell you, I'm ageless.
I knew you weren't going to give me the number.
We're all ageless. But
can you give me your biological age? What do you think your biological? I'm not interested in your chronological age. What do you think
Probably 35, I would say.
You look 35. We're showing a wonderful image of you. I don't know when that photo was taken. I don't know. Probably not long ago. And you look
long ago, right?
Not long ago. You look the pinnacle of health. You really do.
Thank you. But I'm very committed to being healthy.
Oh, I know you work at it, man.
By the way, we're talking about all these superfoods, and if anyone, I've been, besides writing 27 books, I've also been a culinary instructor for over 25 years.
I know you have. And I know you want, before you go there, though, you have something you want to give away on your website.
Yes, a free, beautiful, full-color recipe book called Conscious Cuisine. And you just click on it, and you can download it instantly. And it's easy to find. It's my name. My website is SusanSmithJones.com. And right there on the home page on the left, it says, get a free, colorful e-recipe book today. And they're
nice.
And it's not a vegan book, by the way. I did this in collaboration with someone else.
Okay.
So you've got photos of the recipes. You've got daily affirmations.
Good.
And you've got simple, delicious, healthy recipes.
I know you're so devoted and dedicated to this, and I know you do live the life and you work at it, and you just don't talk about it. I mean, you and I have never had an opportunity to meet face to face. I can't make my way to Santa Monica.
And it feels like I've known you for years.
Well, you've been on the show quite a bit, and I always enjoy the conversations. People always comment to me about you and your.
And they say, "Is she as crazy as she seems?"
No, they don't say that. They're taken by your passion and by your seemingly, not seemingly, but your devotion and dedication to what you're doing. And I know you walk the talk. I know you do.
Well, people come to my practice from all over the world,
I know.
or I go see them, and I teach people how to heal their bodies and how to be vibrantly healthy, which we can all do with the foods we eat, exercise, sleep, keeping stress down, relaxation. I believe in meditation and just living a more balanced lifestyle.
Yeah,
People get in
but
a rut.
if I had time with you and I would take you off topic, I would extract from you all these other things that you do to stay healthy, and people would be shocked and as to all these different things that you do. It's really remarkable.
And it's, you know what, it's not difficult. You know,
Well,
simple lifestyle choices, what you eat, how you deal with stress, your exercise, sleep, water, what you think.
Yeah, Dr. Jones, you're programmed to do that. You're locked in. You're like an extra set missile. You're locked in. For everyday people, that's why it's good to have you on, because you can raise the consciousness for people. It's difficult for them to do. It is difficult. That's the truth.
Listen, but I want to cancel that. You don't have to make it difficult, because you can make massive progress by
With little
inching
things.
forward, taking baby
I agree.
steps every day.
I agree with you 100%. Small wins. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Michael, what's the middle word for the name of these terrible chemicals? They're called persistent blank pollutants.
Organic?
Yeah, persistent organic pollutants. Congratulations, you want a $25 gift card, Michael.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, too. Dr. Jones, the Nutrix Hawaii, astaxanthin, and their spirulina on the top of your list and have been for many, many years. It should be on the top of everybody's list. She's right about the spirulina, boy. You want an energy boost right away? Bang, get it, and sold in fine health stores throughout the United States. And you want to age more successfully? Get the astaxanthin into your body, the Nutrix Hawaii. Dr. Jones, it's a pleasure.
It is a pleasure.
But more,
And by the way, I have a brand new book, The Curative Kitchen and Lifestyle.
on your website?
It's on my website,
Okay.
and I talk about spirulina and astaxanthin. And
Okay. We got to run. I'm sorry. We got to go. Yeah, you are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. Nutrix Hawaii. Take their products because your health is your wealth.